Okay, I'm listening in because this is my problem. I go to the grocery store and I buy all this great looking stuff, and then before I've used it or cooked it or eaten it, I'm like,
mush.
oh, this is going bad now. Oh,
it turns to mush.
I hate that.
Yeah, we're going to stretch your produce budget by really stretching the shelf life of the stuff that you buy at the store. Because you're right, this is the perfect time of year.
Yeah.
Down at the farmer's market, at your local grocer, some beautiful fruits and vegetables, but turns out some of us are storing them all wrong. We'll start with tomatoes. Each of you get a tomato. Here you go. One for you.
Just
one
don't
for
throw
you.
them at me.
If you're putting it setting it out on the counter, as a lot of people do, how do you store it? Go ahead and show me. How do you place it? How do you position the tomato?
I tend to put it like nature puts it, which is like this.
Sitting out like that.
Boom.
Prisbol? Okay, there's actually a difference. Here's the deal. If you've got tomatoes that have stems in them, you want to place them stem side up so that you don't bruise the shoulder or this area
just
around
throw
the
them
stem.
in a bowl.
Okay? Oh, no. Here's the deal. If the stem has come off, you actually want to store them like this, shoulders down. That's because you don't want any air to escape, air and moisture to escape from the area where the stem used to be.
And these do not go. I know this much. You don't put them in the fridge.
No.
See, sometimes I'll throw them in the fridge.
All right, let's talk about strawberries.
Because they lose the flavor. It sucks the flavor out.
And let's talk about strawberries in refrigeration. All right.
Okay.
Really, here's a nice deal. A quick simmer in hot water, then air drying strawberries will suppress mold growth. Then you refrigerate them. But here's the mistake that we make. You take them right out of the fridge and you eat them. Shouldn't do it.
Oh, I've heard
The
this.
fridge actually will dull the flavor of fresh strawberries. So they're always served best at room temperature or even slightly more. So if you're serving strawberries to guests, you want to let them sit out on the counter for about an hour.
I heard they taste better and they
Much
actually
better.
smell better. Yeah.
In fact, somebody walked in this morning. They said, "Oh, I can smell those strawberries."
Yeah.
They've been sitting out here for an hour and a half.
Right, but you literally boiling water and you just drop them in, take them out.
Very quick, very hot water, very
Kills
very
the mold.
hot. Not quite a blanch, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about grapes. When selecting grapes at the store, how do you go about making sure you pick the freshest grapes?
I just do whatever looks good.
Yeah.
Are you a taster? Do you taste the grapes?
I keep thinking I'll get arrested if I do that.
I turn you
I'm a
in.
taster. I am. I admit it.
No,
You know,
wow.
slap on the cuffs. Here's what you should be looking for. Of course, firmness and color, but the real clue is actually on the bag. You're looking for grapes that come from Mexico because they get here much faster, within a week of harvest. Other grapes from Chile could take a month to get to the store shelf. So really, if you want something fresher, the grapes from Mexico, which here in North Texas, most grapes are. So we don't really have too much of a problem.
Okay,
All right, let's talk about asparagus. Storing asparagus in the fridge, how do you do it?
In the fridge.
In the fridge, also
Just in the
in
fridge.
just a little bit of water.
no,
Okay,
I
just
don't
like you
do
see
that.
at the store. You want to stand up your asparagus in water because it keeps it nice and moist and firm.
That takes up a lot of space in the fridge.
Well, just pop it in a little cup, right? Otherwise, it might get limp. If it does get limp and rubbery, you can set it out on a wet paper towel, and it'll firm right up. And real quick before we go, citrus makes a beautiful centerpiece, yes, but again, should not be stored that way, okay? You want to store your citrus in the fridge. It will last much longer in there, but just like the strawberries, you want to take it out ahead of time because the warm air releases all the juice inside. And actually, if you're pressed for time, you can even pop your lemons in the microwave for 10 seconds and make them nice and juicy before you cut it.
And then you roll it.
Yes,
I always
you
roll
it
it a little bit and
absolutely.
then between my hands and then cut it, and then it's a little juicier. That's my little
I've learned so much today.
See that? Nice takeaway today.
None of which I'll ever use except...
Oh, I'll use it all. I love it.